Let me share this story. There's this um, girl I know that she did something that most parents they would have been so angry, they would have said a lot of curse words, they would have criticized her, judged her. In short, all the days of her life, she will not go drink water drop cup. She did something really, really, really bad. Let me just share a little insight what she did. Now she dropped out from school for more than 1 year, still collecting money from her parents and started doing runs. When the father found out, the father finally she came back home and things escalated because she wanted to run away and stuff like that. But you see what the father did? Because when he had to call me in to help counsel her and talk to her. So why the father was talking to me, the days he has been coming to meet me to tell me everything that has been going on to help the daughter, I never heard the father say any negative words to the daughter. She never said any negative voice. So when I got to the house to talk to the daughter, and I was talking to the daughter, and the man was like, I believe my daughter will do well. I know she's going to make it. I know she's going to do. It was just saying positive words. He never said negative words. And it was so calm. And when I was talking to her, I was making her see reasons of, I asked her a question. What you did, do you think what you have done is bad? She said, no, I didn't do anything bad. And the father was sitting down, looking at her. At that moment, many African parents will stand up and slap her. Hello, you dropped out of school. You said doing wrongs, and you're saying you don't think what you did was bad. But the father didn't say anything, just said, I just smiled. He said, my daughter is going to make me proud. She's going to do well in life. And I looked at him, I was like, wow. So I am really, really, really proud of you. I love how you are handling your emotions. He said, yeah, she's my daughter. I know she's going to make me proud. So I use that again. I said, your daddy is proud of you. He believes in you. And I started giving her so many reasons. So she now started saying that what she has done is bad. Now, look at that situation. The man he knows how to manage his emotion. He is self-aware. He believes that children are not supposed to be said. Don't say bad words to children. They are supposed to always say good words. You're supposed to, yes, you can discipline. Yeah, discipline his child. Trust me. He really disciplined her before I came. Something happened and he flogged the living. He has never really flogged her since she was born, but he flogged her. But after flogging her, he because she tried to run away. Finally, he had to calm down and started talking to her. See, our children are watching us. Those children, children often mirror the tone, your language, emotional responses they experience from adults in their life. They don't learn what you see, they learn what you do. Those little eyes are watching you. When you shout, children learn how to shout when they're frustrated, yes. When you speak calmly, when you know how to communicate calmly, children learn mostly from that. When adults use disrespectful words to children, they copy such words. They're learning from us every day. I know of a family that they speak so calmly. When this girl is talking, she talks so calmly. Until I saw her mom. I was asking, why do you speak so calmly? She said, my house, we don't shout. We talk calmly. And when I heard from my mom, I was like, oh, true, they don't shout in this house. They speak calmly, no negative words, no abusive words. She goes, when you using bad words, she said, why are you saying that? Don't say that to me. I'm like, okay, this is good. So children learn how to regulate their emotions by experiencing adults around them do that. If you know how to regulate your emotions, you know how to manage frustration, your children are watching you. That's why I'm begging adults, be self-aware. See, be emotionally aware. See, when you're emotionally aware, you understand your emotions. You understand that every feelings are very good. They are okay. But it's how do you manage it? How do you respond to it that matters? Now, like when you're angry, you can voice out, I am angry, so I'm going to step out from this place to calm down. Or you can keep quiet and ignore the situation. If your child is frustrating you like their behavior, you can say, your behavior is really frustrating me. It's really frustrating me, and we're going to do something about it. We're going to do something about it. Children are learning how you speak to them. They're learning everything. A frustrated, look at it now. An angry parent mostly have an angry child. A frustrated parent mostly have a frustrated child, not in all situations. I'm not saying everything, but most times children model what they see and they act on that. As I said, see, it is important to have a healthy communication with others. How we express ourselves, how we talk, how we react. When you're always angry, you're always aggressive, your children cannot approach you. You are training those children to be in that same way. And they come outside, they are having the same tone, they're having the same behavior. That's when I see an angry child. When I see a child that always use curse words, I always ask, who did you learn this from? Or I'll just tell them, can you, this child was not, maybe the child learned it from somewhere. It could be that he learned it from home or he learned it in school or learned it from adults in his lives. That tone, that shouting tone, that aggressive tone is learned from somebody. So please, let's give this child some graces because this behavior was formed. Now, sometimes some children do things differently. I understand some parents are actually very calm. I don't know where they learn it from, maybe from school and thereabout. So, but I'm still insisting that we should have healthy communication with our children. We should actually always speak calmly, not use insulting words. Don't shout, stop cursing. Because they mirror such behavior from you. They ask. I have a child I'm trying to handle now. The child is always very angry, and I asked him, who gets angry among you and your husband? She said she used to be a very angry mother. She used to be very angry, and do you know that the way the boy speaks about things. I had to do some asking questions. I realized that it's from his father. It's so demeaning. So children are watching you. They watch how you speak about your spouse. They watch how you speak about your friends. They watch what you lie. If you're always lying, I know somebody that lies. Like she lies in front of her children. She gossips about people. And when the children lie, she beats living day out of them. I hate people that lie. But hello, 1 minute ago you were lying. Madam Ma, you were lying. You don't think your children are watching you. They're watching you. So how can you be lying and you're beating your children from lying? How can you be angry, frustrated, and you're beating your children from expressing such way? They're watching you now. That is what you will model for them. So see, I'm trying to see students, adults, please, we need to be emotionally aware. We need to know how to regulate our emotions. We need to stop criticizing children, stop judging them. We need to try to understand that child. If you cannot handle it, reach out to people. I have handled a lot of children that are struggling emotionally, struggling with their behavior. I try to help them and also talk to the parents so that we can have a common ground to handle this child and help the child cope. I also understand that most times when parents behave this way, it's because they have unresolved wounds. Yes. So we have parental wounds, maybe emotional wounds. They've had their own parent did the same thing to them. They have their own fears. They said, I don't want to be kind to my child because I don't want my child to be useless. I don't want my child to misbehave. So they have their fears that is making them always being aggressive, always controlling, always, trying to be, trying to be a tough parent. So they have their belief, they have their own experience. People have abused them in the past. They've had their own parental wounds. Their parents who did the same thing to them. So they are actually doing the same thing to their children, feeling like that's a normal thing. So I'm begging us, we need to actually not repeat the same patterns our parents did to us. We need to make our children safe with us. We need to make them, understand that I'm your parent. I want the best from you. I know that sometimes I might shout, but please, I promise not to, shout. We need to understand that once you do things to hurt your children, apologize. Because we're human, we're going to make mistakes, we're still going to do things. If you, be conscious. Never say negative words to your child because it will, oh my God. I am telling parents, no negative words to your child. Whatever you say becomes them. You call your child useless. Say positive things to your children. Tell them they're wonderful, they're smart, they're going to make it in life. Say good things. No matter how much your child frustrates you, don't see them in that light. It is their behavior. That's not who they are. That's not their personality. So please, parents, we are doing well. It is not easy to have children. I know that if you're intentional about parenting and you're intentional about learning and unlearning so many things in parenting, we're going to do well. We're going to do well. So